In a world where adhesion is king.
Now remember, this is for tight bond.
Oh, right. Tight bond. No hype, no gimmicks. Just reliable adhesives from a trusted source for generations.
Hi, we're back at AWFS 2015, and I'm with Mark Paulson in the Calculated Industries booth to see a really unique new product from them. Mark, what would you like to show us?
I'd like to show you the Air Shim. It's an inflatable pry bar and leveling tool that allows a single person to lift and level and move and shift and align things much more simply than using a pry bar or shims or levers or things like that. What's more, it'll put no damage, when you're using a pry bar around fine wood or marble or flooring, you really got to be careful. With this, as long as you can slip it in the gap, you can pump it up and it will lift it up, shift it up. Pretty precise measurements too. You can bring it to right just the point you want it to. Sure. And screw things in place, shim it, lock it down easily.
Looks like it operates like a blood pressure cuff.
Yeah, the operation is you simply, I can show you on this one right here. We've got a simulated weight here, about 80 pounds. You would put it under whatever it is you want to level and just start pumping it up.
How high will it go?
It's got a max lift of 2.5 inches, so it'll fill a gap this way, or laterally it can shift something over that far.
And how much weight will it support when it's inflated?
Its max load is 300 pounds. It's rated up to 300 pounds.
So really, if you're hanging doors or setting appliances, as you say, lots of applications.
Right, cabinets, countertops, bookcases, any kind of furniture pieces that need to be lifted and shifted can be done easily with something like this.
Now you were mentioning that it's easy to bleed air out of it incrementally. How do you do that?
Right, well with this push button right here, you can kind of bleed it off just a little bit at a time, a lot of it at a time, or a little bit at a time like that, to bring it to whatever level you desire it to be.
Sure.
One of the other things, this technology has been around for a long time. The automotive locksmith world's used it. When you lock your keys in your car, the tow truck guy or the AAA guy is going to use something like this to wedge it in there in the door, open it up just enough but without hurting the finish. And so that's what this thing is really designed around, is that concept.
Sure.
We've also included a rounded edge and an internal stiffener, so it lets you jam it into places,
without damaging the bag.
Without damaging the bag or any of the surrounding things, and then just pump it up and do whatever kind of movement you want to do.
Sure.
So it's sort of like an extra hand on the job site when you're doing installations.
Working alone. Yeah. Mark, if our viewers want to get more information about the Air Shim, what's the website and what's the price for the item?
The price on the Air Shim, the MSRP is $24.95, but we probably expect it's going to sell between $20 and $25, depending on where you buy it and how many you buy. You can get more information at www.airshim.com.
Great. And is it available now, or when do you expect to have it ready?
Late September to be available.
Okay, very good.
Check our website.